Yo, what up, people? It's the Board Break King, brother, of course, of the hand rep king, who'll send 5 cards from your hand, lower your LP to 3K with Earthbound Immortals and all types of fucking gisky rituals and shit. And then he'll be like, "Fuck your day, nigga. You get 1 card to beat my field before I just attack your ass directly." But either way, yeah, I'm the board break king. It's death by snoo snoo, of course. Just playing with the random, of course, against one of the fun teams on the server, even though they usually play the same type of deck. It's a pretty strong matchup. We got Dark Magician with some cheese in there. Not really actual summoning Dark Magician. It's more like using it for draw power to break boards. That's what my opponent Punisher Beast Mode is playing. Then of course we got Slash and he's playing Zombie, but a nice mix of Zombie that can really fuck you up. I played against these dudes a good amount. I'm playing with a random. He's playing Ice Jade, and I'm playing. Best way I could describe it, the best deck in the game, hands down. 60 cards, it don't matter. It needs to be 60 cards because like every fucking card is a starter or a board breaker. Or a way to, a starter or a board breaker. So yeah, now let's just play this shit. Commentary. Okay, what you gonna do, boy? Dark Magician. Oh, nope, imperm that nigga. Fuck your shit. You ain't doing shit. Better set that super poly, nigga. Oh, yeah, search. No draw for me. Oh, I ain't about to get super poly, nigga. We're gonna search. Oh, yeah. Now we got 2 Kashtira on the field, a toy, and a fucking Razul, fuck it, I don't care. A fucking X here in my hand, and we ain't even gonna touch her. We don't want to touch the X. And now we just got a basic hand. What can we possibly do with this hand? Look at this. What can we possibly do besides maybe, of course, attack, banish, damage, banish, and what do we banish? We banish the Sword Soul, because we're going to be banishing a lot, and if we see this dude, he can start banishing our stuff too. And we didn't want that, so we got to remove him. Now then, what could I possibly go into here? I could go into the Kashtira XYZ, but I'm not even running that shit. That shit is trash. It's garbage. Why would I want to floodgate my opponent? There's no fun in floodgating your opponent so they can't play, nigga. Instead, this is what you do. Top Hat Magician, motherfucker. Double Crusadia Caller. Doom. Now then, this dude's playing Zombie. And you see, he got Super Poly too. We got 3 Super Polys in action right here, nigga. One's in the graveyard, one's in his hand, and one's in this dude's hand. And he got a pretty good Zombie hand where he can get some stuff off. He even got formal pop-up, so if he gets the right cards into the graveyard, he can wreck us. And I got no negates. I don't need negates. I like popping stuff. Even though I got some negates in the deck, just in case to stop hand traps. So I can't get nibbed after I play my field spell and still have one on the field. But that's a different type of play I don't like doing that much. And you're wondering why I didn't summon him. Because he doesn't get his search effect off and there was nothing really to negate on the field with Mara. The Cyburst, which is really good also in a version of this deck, but I'm not getting into that version right now. Okay, so this dude got some zombies in his hand. We get 2 searches. What are we gonna search? Okay, now then. We search World Legacy Clash and World Legacy World Arc. These are the only 2 cards you need in this deck. There are no other good ones except they're situational. But this one allows you to dodge hand traps and to beat over stuff in the battle phase. In this sends 1 monster from the deck to the graveyard with Kashtira. If your opponent is on the next deck, you'll see what I mean with that. So he's gonna pop. He's gonna move my field spell. I don't know why. Maybe to lower the attack. He should have probably went for that. Goes into Omega. Can't do damage. So he just keeps it the field like that. Now then, at this point, most people would have quit. Because this monster can't be destroyed by battle and they can just keep on doing damage to us. Well, actually, let's see. No, yeah, you can take damage from it. It isn't like it doesn't negate damage. They can keep on attacking. And they can negate a monster effect. But these ones don't have effects. None of these cards in the field have effects. And so basically, let's see what my partner does. Now then, this is the first thing. He got very, very lucky that Omega didn't banish his triple tactics talent. I told him personally, set one card you don't want to lose the first thing if you're going up against Omega. Yes, they might destroy it with some back row, but then they waste a back row on it, nigga. And that is very important card management. One card for one card is really good. Or two cards for two cards is really good even for your opponent. But it's also good for you. Because they lost that ability to do it in the future. So personally, if I was him, I would have set triple tactic talents. And then they would have banished anything else once he set. But that's going to be the first thing they're going to do. And since he's going to summon the Kashtira anyway, you might as well set the one card you don't want to lose. That's a Speller Trap that you need if you're going up against Omega. That's why it's limited to one. Destroys it. Gets his field spell. Gets some extenders, does all his searching, sets a card. Now then, we're pretty screwed here. Why is that? Because we have two field spells on the field. And so, of course, that motherfucker and that motherfucker are going to come back. He's going to try and banish, which is kind of stupid, but he negates the effect instead of banishing something. And he gets attacked. Now then, I gotta say this. They would have won if he would have used Omega in the main phase 1 to banish one of his cards. And then use the Barista to banish the Kashtira. Because he could have got Chain 1, Doom, and let's see, does this see... Once per chain. Oh, so actually he would have been able to banish something if he would have did that. So he had to destroy it first. But then he could have did it in main phase 2 and banished the Kashtira, and then we would have been locked out. But he didn't. That was his mistake. He thought he could just continue on going. He shuffled some cards. Set Super Poly. No cards can be summoned except for zombies. And I just drew Dark Ruler no more. Ain't I lucky? No, it's fate, nigga. It's fate. Board break king time. Board broken. Ooh, you activated a monster effect. Ooh. Now then, you might be asking, why run this? Because I actually have about 3 zombies in my deck. And Toy can bring back a zombie. You're going to see why in a minute. Of course, this dude is going to Super Poly. Because all his monsters are negated. And I banish that. He can't... He's going to banish the Kashtira. But he couldn't Super Poly until I banished it. Because he didn't run any zombies. Which is pretty, you know, they're partners, so, you know, he was expecting that they would remove it, then he would Super Poly, just in case. And I did, and so he's gonna, of course, remove my zombie. And he could have removed my Kashtira, so I couldn't do this, but he didn't, because then I could have had my zombie and I could have sent any zombie from the deck to the graveyard. But I banished his 3 because he acted super poly, and so now, goodbye, Doom King. No more of you. Omega gone. And then I activate Toy to fill up all my zones. Why do that? Because World Legacy World Arc has an effect just like the zombies, where you get to send 1 zombie from your deck to the graveyard. And then I told this dude straight up, whatever you do, do not summon from the extra deck. Oop, lost that. Got me another Raz. Can't do damage. Goodbye, zombie world. Ooh, he summoned from the extra deck. Ooh. He got the draw. What did I send? The strongest fucking monster in the game. Transcend Titan of Tartarus. Fuck everything on my field, bitch asshole, for your 1 monster. I'm the board break king, ho. I'm the board break king. Fuck everything. Send that shit. Now we got the basic Ice Shade plays right here. Now we're going to get some damage in. But of course he's going to stop the damage. And evenly. Oh my god, we got evenly. We have 1 monster left in the Infect Veiler. And he has 3 cards in hand. And he has the evenly in hand too. Ain't that something? Senchu gets Effect Veiler, but he gets a special summon. Can he beat the Ice Jade? Can he beat the Ice Jade? Ooh, too bad. Banished. And now, GG. No re. Finally showing off some Razgul. Didn't even need him the entire duel. Didn't even need the XYZ summon. And game. Now then, let's go look at the deck list. Right here. Ultimate Slayer, ultimate card. Omega. Ultimate card. You send Omega. You remove Blazar. You remove Crimson Dragon. You remove any synchro in the game. And they can't negate it except with spell and trap cards. And then you get to shuffle one of their pawn pieces in the graveyard back into the fucking deck and use it fucking again to send the next Blazar they fucking summon. Sewer Poly. For 1 card basically. Ace. Spades. You set a card, you pass if you get hand trapped to death. Then you literally can fuse with any monster that they have over 2,500 attack. And then you make this dude, and he either has Ice Attack on the fucking field, or he can be destroyed by Battle card effect, so they have to banish it. And banishing isn't popular in a lot of older decks. Only the newer ones. So it's really good. You can get rid of the mouse card so it can't be summoned back easily. We got Dark Ruler no more. Because that is a good board breaker even though no damage. And there needs to be another board breaker for there needs to be 9 of them. Well, 12 if you count the monster. And I added this one because no monster effects can be activated in response to activation. So with this motherfucker, there's a special one from the extra deck, and you do this, you can send possibly at least 3 cards on the field, on your opponent's field, to the graveyard during their turn. Or you can use one of your zombies to send it during your turn with toy on the field to add another toy and to keep it going, because this dude is sent from the field after you summon him the next turn. So if they destroy by battle, you can send a card from your hand to the graveyard and send another card in the field to the graveyard. It's broken. You need your crawlers, 3 of them, and you need this at 3, you need this at 3. You need all your Casteers at fucking 3, nigga. You need all your Razghouls at fucking 3, nigga. You need all your Board Beggars at 3. You only need 1 of these 2, and this can be any other fucking card that you fucking like. I choose Harvey Feather Duster because it's limited, and it is like, what do they call it again? Oh yeah, it stops all counters that are traps by forcing their activation. So they can only do it when you activate Harpy's Feather Duster. Best card in the fucking game. That's why it's limited still. Because spells and traps are prevalent in this fucking game. Anyway, that was the Board Break fucking king. It's the best fucking deck. Oh yeah, and this is the rank 7 you fucking want, nigga. Dark Enthean Dragon. Because he can have the attack from opponent's monster every fucking turn, even if he leaves the field. And he has attack as a quick effect and gains the fucking attack to beat over things. You don't need the Casteira XYZ. Fuck banishing. If you want to keep the banish on the field, keep it on the field. This also has a hand effect, where if they happen to destroy this by a card effect like Raigeki or nuking it instead of banishing it, you can special summon it right the fuck back. So then they have to try and do it again. Or banish it, because banishing is a great way to remove things. Which is why this motherfucker banishes face down. And searches anything in the fucking game that has its fucking name and is a monster. It is very good. It even searches itself. You need this. Why do you need this? Because you need something to send. And to be honest, if you're building a more without the Tartarus motherfucker, then you want to add out Tartarus and put in Heraldic Beast. Then remove this motherfucker right here and put in a Heraldic Beast rank 4 that sends 2 to the graveyard. So that you can recycle this motherfucker and have a negate for this motherfucker, or add 2 fucking cards with this motherfucker next turn. Yo, am I talking to anyone here? Or, man, fuck it, I'm out.